Hi, I am Kate, your college and career prep consultant. Did you know most people do not understand what FAFSA is and why they need to apply for FAFSA? And if they plan to go or to attend a college, they do not know how FAFSA works. In this video, I will share information that I will hope will enlighten you on the truths and myths about FAFSA. If you're not already a subscriber, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get updates when we put out new content. If you find this video could be helpful to someone else, please share. Thank you. What is FAFSA? The acronym FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. This is a form that you have to apply online. It's a financial aid form for colleges or graduate school. There are four main types of financial aid. They're grants, scholarships, work study, and loans. FAFSA has three elements. The grants, that's the free money. The work study, where you get a job and get paid to pay for school. And the loans, that's the money that you borrow that you have to pay back with interest. What will I need to fill out the FAFSA? Most people ask. Your social security number, if you're an American citizen, your alien registration number, if you're a non-citizen. So most non-citizens think they can't apply for FAFSA. You can apply using your alien number. Your federal income tax returns, that's your W-2, and other records of money earned. Your bank statements and record of investments, if applicable, and records of untaxed income, if applicable. By submitting FAFSA, you put yourself in the running for free money, like grants, scholarships, and work study, as well as access to federal student loans. FAFSA is often the first step to applying for many of the non-federal aid programs available. Non-federal aid programs are those programs that may be state-related and other merit pays that come through the FAFSA program. So by not applying for FAFSA, you're keeping yourself away from that benefit. An additional tip to this is that there is what is called as priority FAFSA. Many colleges FAFSA due dates have priority deadlines, which means you need to submit your FAFSA form by the date to potentially receive the most of the money. So that gives you an edge to getting more money than most students who don't do it before the priority date, that go by just the regular federal date, which is October 1. So try to do this earlier to give you the maximum benefit. So let's get to the myths and truths. I'll just cover about 10 myths and truths about the FAFSA and hope that this will be beneficial to you and will enlighten you to what FAFSA is and why it's important to apply for FAFSA, even though you're not getting the loans. Myth number 1, your family earns too much to be eligible for aid. The truth is, even if you don't qualify for need-based aid, you may qualify for other aid, such as you may not qualify for the need-based due to high income, but you can get the federal grants. But you can also be considered for other aid such as work study program, for federal student loans, for merit scholarships, for grades if you have good grades, for SAT, ACT, score-based funds, or athletics. So there are several things that you could qualify for. Myth number 2, the FAFSA is only for federal aid. The truth is, state universities and some outside scholarship programs also use the FAFSA to determine aid. If you're not eligible for federal aid, you may be eligible for need-based and merit-based grants and scholarships from your state or college and private organizations. Schools and groups that offer merit-based scholarships use FAFSA to understand how the award fits into the student's full financial aid package. So, as you can see, most organizations may not just outright advertise that they have grants or scholarships. They go through FAFSA because FAFSA already has a set verification criteria to determine the need, and so they just go through FAFSA to award those merits. So not applying FAFSA again is a disservice to yourself. Myth number 3, you have to apply for financial aid only once. The truth is you have to submit the FAFSA. You have to submit FAFSA every year. Filling out the FAFSA is not an one-time event. It relies on your parents' tax reporting every year. Therefore, it has to be submitted every year in case of any changes. Even if you did not get any benefits the first time you filled out the application, it is worth doing it every year because requirements change and again merits increase, or you may have a situation where they get an organization that is awarding scholarship money or grants to students who fall in your range or category, and then you would qualify for that money. So having your information out there in the FAFSA form and current is beneficial to you. Myth number 4, it doesn't matter when you submit the FAFSA. The truth is, the sooner you submit, the more likely you are to get aid. Fill out the FAFSA filling out the FAFSA is a bit like Black Friday. The first people to show up have the best chance of scoring the deals, and those who are late may miss out. Apply as soon as possible, even before you know where you got accepted or decide which school to attend, because some colleges award aid on a first come, first serve basis. Myth number 5, you can fill out the FAFSA anywhere and you may have to pay a fee. The truth is, you should use only the federal government's FAFSA site or mobile app and never pay. There is no requirement to pay for the application for FAFSA. There is only one official FAFSA form online on the Federal Student Aid website or the My Student Aid mobile app. There should never be a fee to apply for FAFSA. Stay away from any website that charges a fee. Myth number 6, you won't qualify for aid because you don't have good grades. The truth is, federal aid isn't dependent on grades. Grades don't determine if you get federal financial aid, but they can be a factor if you will continue to receive money. That means if you get a grant or you get a scholarship, sometimes they require that you have a specific grade, a C and above, to be able to continue getting that money. Institutional based scholarship qualifications may be good performance or good grades. Those are scholarships that come from various institutions. Once in college and receiving federal aid, it is a requirement that a student must maintain the minimum satisfactory academic progress guidelines set by the college. So the guidelines can be set by the scholarship provider or the college itself. So there will be guidelines, and some may be requiring a grade, but you don't have to have specific grades just to qualify for the merits in some cases. Myth number 7. Expected family contribution is the exact amount you have to pay. The truth is, it's just an estimate. You may owe less. This is a key confusion when applying for FAFSA. They call it the EFC, which is the expected family contribution. The accuracy of the EFC is a big misconception. Although EFC is based on dollar figures, it is not the exact amount you will have to pay for college. It is the estimate used as an index to determine your family eligibility for federal awards. So when you're applying for FAFSA, they have that EFC, meaning what will your family contribute towards your college. Some people put 0, some people put 10,000, some people put 5,000. So whatever amount you put in there is what is just an index to factor how much they will give the federal awards to you. Other factors, the largest being the cost of your school, play into the amount that you get and the type of aid you can receive. Note, each school has its formula for determining aid, so you may owe less than the EFC calculated on the FAFSA. Myth number 8. You can't fill out the FAFSA until your parents file their taxes. The truth is, file it with an estimate based on last year. So your parents must have submitted their taxes the previous year. So use that estimate, and when they file, you go in and update your application. So you don't have to wait or to be late or to not do it early enough because you think you have to have the current tax return filed. Normally, you'll need to fill out FAFSA for the upcoming school year using tax information for last year. If taxes were not filed, you can use the previous year's tax info as an estimate. Adjustments can be made later. You can use the IRS data retrieval tool, which will populate the FAFSA based on your previous year's intern. So the FAFSA form is electronic, so they've connected it to the IRS data retrieval tool. So all you need to do is to input the information they need, and they will pull that data from the IRS for the previous year. Myth number 9. It doesn't make a difference whether you complete a FAFSA online or on paper. The truth is, online is faster and more accurate. Mailing applications take about 3 weeks to be updated online, and this is slow. Online application is easy, and you will be walked through the process with questions only relevant to your situation. This increases chances your school will receive accurate information, often within 2 to 3 days. So online it's easier and it's more recommended because it works better, and it customizes information or the questions that you're asked to the information as you enter it. Myth number 10, and the final myth: FAFSA is long and confusing. The truth is, it's not as bad as you think it will be, provided you're prepared. Preparation is key. The financial aid website has a list of information you have to have handy before you begin the application. If you prepare, it will be easy to complete. There are tips for how to prepare to complete the FAFSA on the financial aid website. So once you go there, you'll be able to see what's needed. I have also shared at the bottom of this video a checklist that you can use for your preparation. I'll have a link there from the financial aid website. Information credit to nadwallet.com. I will stop here and thank you for watching. I look forward to talking to you or to sharing more information with you as soon as I get it. I, I, I will recommend that you share this information with as many people as you can who have misconceptions about FAFSA. Visit our website at www.eltsolutions.com for more information about our services. If you're a student and you are confused about what options to select or what would work for you to have a successful college experience, please reach out by scheduling a one-on-one appointment with me, and I will be glad to help you to determine what works for you. Thank you.